Yeah, thanks, Alice. I'm Prakash. I'm the CEO of Machfu, and I want to begin my presentation with two storylines. The first storyline is that, as you all know, IoT has become very popular and part of our daily lives with wearables like Fitbit and devices like Nest and so on. But in the world where most of the machines really live, that's the industrial world, IoT has penetrated a lot lesser, although the economic value to IoT in the industrial world is a lot larger. So the second storyline is this: if you think back to all the great innovations that have happened in the last 20 years, Windows kind of democratized the desktop platform, and Linux did the same to the server world, and iOS and Android did to the smartphone markets. I mean, what they really did was they took the plumbing out of the equation from the platform standpoint and let the developer focus purely on application and innovation. And such a platform, unfortunately, is not available to the industrial markets. And the industrial markets are also often called the legacy markets. And these markets have a very fragmented kind of an ecosystem with no clear solution to how to properly standardize it. And Machfu has solved that problem. Very often, you can engineer these devices to actually connect to the cloud. Today, they have a tremendous problem connecting to the cloud, but it's very costly and results in a lot of security holes as well. So what Machfu wanted to do was really create a platform that would make it easy for legacy equipment to connect to the cloud. We took the Android and forked it and curated it to the industrial markets, bringing the whole power of Android to the industrial platform. And that's really a game changer to the industrials, because on the OT side, now the benefit of all the modern web services can be brought to the operations. As well as on the IT side, there are so many companies here that do analytics and machine learning and so on. But the reality is that the sensors they talk about mostly are pressure sensors, temperature sensors, and various small sensors. The hardcore industrial products like pumps, motors, valves, transformers, capacitor banks, and so on have still a very, very hard time connecting to the cloud. Furthermore, the application development now is made very easy because the Android Studio can be used for app development, and which is very familiar to millions of developers worldwide. And this literally cuts down the esoteric embedded application development in the industrial world from 6 months to a few years to a matter of weeks, which has resulted in a significant customer traction for us. We have some fairly large companies like ITT and Eaton as part of our ecosystem. And I would encourage folks from the audience who are interested in piloting with us to work with us. This customer list is growing, and we have a very good management team. The team has been together solving some of the same problems. We've been together for 20 years in this space. We have a table at the back, and I invite all of you to come and talk to me. And as much as you would like to learn about the IoT in the industrial markets, we will be happy to discuss. Thank you.